Two steel beams fell from above, blocking Apocalypse. He was stunned. He never expected that Magneto, whom he had personally elevated, would dare betray him.
You betray me.
No. I betrayed them.
Not only had Magneto betrayed Apocalypse, but he had also gathered his magnetic powers to summon a torrent of steel to attack him. Only now did Apocalypse realize he had nurtured a traitor. It turned out that, in order to possess Professor X, Apocalypse had used an ancient curse to awaken Magneto, granting him the magnetic powers unique to Omega-level mutants. He then absorbed the essence of Earth and built a mental helmet for Magneto, turning him into his ultimate protector. Apocalypse pinned Professor X to the altar and ordered Magneto to use his magnetic powers as a shield. But what Apocalypse could never have anticipated was that, at the crucial moment of possessing Professor X, Magneto disappeared. Nightcrawler seized the opportunity, appearing beside Professor X, scooping him up and disappearing in a flash. Apocalypse suddenly awoke, staring at his hands in disbelief. He couldn't believe he had failed to possess Professor X. Turning around, he realized Professor X was gone. Apocalypse was furious. He could not allow him to escape. As he tried to pursue, Quicksilver ambushed him just outside the pyramid, punching Apocalypse away. Using his super speed, Quicksilver left Apocalypse completely defenseless. As Quicksilver pressed the attack, Apocalypse discovered his weakness. He rolled his eyes, and spikes emerged from the ground, entangling Quicksilver's feet. Quicksilver tried to counterattack, but Apocalypse caught him with one hand and with a single kick shattered Quicksilver's thigh, leaving him crippled. At that moment, Blink approached, wielding a long sword. Apocalypse held Quicksilver by the hair, commanding Blink to strike him down. Quicksilver glanced at Blink, closing his eyes, convinced he was doomed. But to his surprise, Blink slashed at Apocalypse's neck. Apocalypse, enraged, grabbed Blink by the throat and lifted her. Mystique then revealed her true form. It turned out Blink had been Mystique in disguise. Apocalypse pressed Mystique, forcing Professor X to reveal himself. With lives hanging in the balance, Professor X devised a way to rescue Mystique. He lay down and, using his immense psychic power, pulled Apocalypse's soul into his mental world, a space where Professor X could control everything. Professor X advanced, gripping Apocalypse's head, launching relentless attacks on his soul. Caught off guard, Apocalypse rolled his eyes and released Mystique. As Professor X pressed the attack, Apocalypse suddenly seized his fist. His eyes rolled back, and Professor X immediately sensed danger. His physical body began convulsing. He hadn't expected Apocalypse's soul to adapt so quickly to the mental space. Under Professor X's horrified gaze, Apocalypse's psychic power rapidly grew. His body expanded, pressing down on Professor X. At the same time, Apocalypse sensed Professor X's physical location. He extended a massive hand, and an entire wall turned to ash, revealing Professor X. Just as Apocalypse withdrew his rolled back eyes to seize him, two steel beams fell from above, blocking his path.